At the Harbay Studio in the capital city, we are the Talking Cheeseheads, Reed and Ben, cheeseheadtalk.com, Cheesehead Talk Radio Network, Yahara Bay, love that distilled product. All the Wisconsin ingredients, they distill them right here in their distillery with Carl the Sill.
Right. You know,
Okay.
we're going to talk about football right now, Ben.
Yeah.
What does football make you think of? Crisp weather, apple season.
Yeah.
People love apples.
Love September.
You can get the Honeycrisp apple brandy from Yahara Bay. Mixed up a little old-fashioned in the Meritor parking lot before a Badger game. I don't know if
I was
that's
just going to say.
lawful, but I'm not going to tell.
I don't think anybody tells.
No.
Throw up your tent, your table.
Right.
Get ready to go to Camp Randall. Good stuff. They also have, of course, a lot of other distilled products, including their brandy, whiskey, vodka, limoncello,
Rum.
rum. Goes on and on. To check them all out, including their food line, go to www.yaharabay.com. Good stuff.
Yep.
Good stuff. Badger football. We were here in this position a couple of years ago. Ended up at 7-6, embarrassing loss to Florida State in the bowl game.
Yes.
The season after we weren't here, we were thinking, no, they're not going to be very good. Ended up at, what was the final record last year? 10-3?
Yeah.
Win over Miami.
Yep.
In the same bowl game.
Dominating
Momentum.
win.
By the way, the year before the 7-6 season, another momentum builder.
You have
So
incredible
we've
memory.
had these ebbs and flows with the Badgers.
Right.
When expectations are high, and this seems to go for basketball a lot of times too, this season disappoints. When expectations are low,
They surprise.
season surprises.
Exactly.
So what do we got this year? If the trend is your friend, this season should disappoint because we're talking about a team that a lot of people are saying, hey, top 10.
They are, but doesn't it seem, even with that, rather buzzless around this team?
Yeah, but it's only July still. I mean, I
know,
think
but-
once you get training camp going.
Yeah, but you think back to years past, like Ron Dane's end of his freshman year, end of his sophomore year. There was a big buzz there about that team moving forward. Even after Ron Dane left, that next year, everyone's like, oh, my God. And that was after 2 Rose Bowls.
Well, that was, yeah. Then you had a big reason, though. 2 Rose Bowls.
Right.
You still had a lot of talent.
Well, isn't that the case with this year? I mean, you have John Clay coming
Yeah.
back. Potential Heisman Trophy
Absolutely.
winner. Certainly a
Certainly, he's-
watch list.
He's a watch list guy.
Returning quarterback, kind of a surprise last year. But
Scott
everyone likes
Tolzien.
Tolzien. Plus crazy Kurt Phillips if his knees gets better.
Or John Budmeyer, who's been in the system now and throws a
Budmeyer.
great deep ball.
Exactly.
You got an offensive line that should be very good. You've got
Receivers that come back
Nick
are
Toon
exciting.
is expected to take a big leap. You've got another year of experience from Gil Reith.
Yep.
Jefferson coming along. I mean, look, the
Kendricks.
tight end, Kendricks, we'll see, but still.
So I'm talking about
Defense better than expected last year.
Yeah.
A lot of youth. Now here we go. J.J. Watts, Thompson. You got the linebacker Borland, who was a tremendous freshman. I mean, there's a lot to get excited about
There
with
is.
this team.
But it's still, what I like is that it still seems a little low key.
You know what I do you hear those around town? Because we're in Madison.
I saw Brett Bielema at the bar.
Okay. But what I hear is, not that
Oh, okay.
necessarily.
I hear that a lot.
But what I hear is, he's a bachelor. Come on. It's okay.
I'm not.
The guy can go
I'm
and
just
have
saying.
a drink. What's the matter?
You started talking about Badger football. Someone's like, oh, by the way, I saw
it
Brett
relates to
Bielema last weekend at the bar.
It relates to Bielema.
Right.
What I hear is, I don't know about that Bielema.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think he's. I don't. Because people dwell on going
Right.
from 12-1 to 9-4 to 7-6.
Yes.
Okay.
And then talk about turning from 7-6 to 10-3.
No, because that's just 1 year, and
Yeah.
was 10-3 that great? They only went to the Champs Bowl. So the whole flippage factor with Bielema is very much in effect. Where if he doesn't deliver on expectations this year, and the Badgers have been very poor in that record, living up to expectations in the decade, really for a long time, probably further than that, then they're right back flipping on him because he's not Barry Alvarez. He has not won 3 Rose Bowls. He doesn't have that pedigree behind him.
Right.
So that's a big deal, I think, for Brett.
So
Bielema.
what does he
Huge
do?
deal.
Is he going to change the way he coaches? Was he a worse coach, Ben, when he was 7-6, when he was 12-1? Yeah, the answer is he was.
Actually, I think if hopefully we get the chance to press him on that someday and say, because I think he did make some changes. I think Michigan State, remember the 7-6 year when he blew up on the sideline and cost the team basically the game?
Right.
I think that was a big reflecting factor for him, a turning point.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to believe that.
Yeah.
And he looked at that offseason and he changed some things.
He did.
So
He was looking at the man in the mirror.
Can he why do you ruin an entire segment like that?
How did that really ruin it?
Can we take it forward though to now great things are expected and he can deliver?
If
Because
you
I
want
think the
to
players
make the world a better place, take a look at yourself
I
and
guess
make
we're
a
done.
change.
I guess we're
Then
done.
that's why I was upset that you
So if
said.
you want to make the Badgers a better team, take a look at yourself. make a
Okay,
change.
finish your point. I was just explaining why I dropped in
I
the
think
Michael
as
Jackson.
well. I think it's probably a point in the offseason with strength and conditioning, with the senior captains, with all that stuff that you always talk about in college football, which
Right.
matters. And that is, hey, now we got to deliver on these expectations. I don't know if they talked about that stuff before.
You think now-
I think when Jonathan Casillas and DeAndre Levy and that squad went into the 7-6 season,
Yeah.
they took a little easy and just expected the expectations to come true. And these
Right.
guys are more along the lines of, hey, great things are expected. We failed at this before
Right.
as a program. We got to deliver. And so I'm buying into that factor. So
Well-
I think they will deliver on the expectations.
And that was discussed last year too. They knew that.
yeah, but there was no expectations last year.
No, but they talked about getting the program back to
Back- yeah.
respectability.
But then you got to work from there
Right.
to maintain.
So they have the right mindset.
Do you think
then.
they're going to live up to expectations? When the season's over, do you think they'll be a top 10 team?
I don't know if they're a top 10 team now. I mean,
They will be, buddy.
realistically.
You heard it here first.
Really?
Red shirt and all.
I'll say New Year's Day Bowl because I don't think you can be in the Big Ten and make a bowl and not play on New Year's Day anymore.
No, you knew that comment was coming. We are the Talking Cheeseheads. He's Reed. I'm Ben. Cheeseheadtalk.com.
But whatever team they play, I just hope they beat it.
Cheesehead Talk Radio Network. He who.